Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hey guys. This video is just an update. My father's still in the hospital. Last time I went live, I talked to you guys about the fact that he had strokes. There's been so much stuff that has occurred while he's been in the hospital. And I'm not gonna be able to, or nor am I willing to tell you guys everything. So for those people who have a pen and paper that like to write details down and say she's lying, this is your cue to start. And also notate that I don't care about what you say. There are reasons why I will not ever be telling you guys every detail, other than the fact that it's none of your business, and I'm sharing with you what I am comfortable with and what I know they would be comfortable with me sharing. So I want to start out with thank you very much for all of those of you who send your constant prayers and good thoughts. That means more than anything. There are a couple of people that are running from chat to chat and comment section to comment section calling me a scammer, and I have never once monetized a video to do with this, because this channel is demonetized. My other channel, I haven't monetized a video that has to do with anything to do with my father, and not once have I asked for any money to do with it. I've learned that it's more detrimental to ask for help on here. People can make their assumptions, and just like assholes, we all have allegation. But I feel like this: if people want to help you, they're going to help you. If they don't, they don't. Money's not going to help my father get better. It's not. In the past week, he had another procedure. They found blood clots in his legs, and to prevent them to go to his heart, they had to put a filter in. So that was a simple surgery. He was only gone for like a couple hours, and that actually went well. Amongst all the things that have happened, and there have been a lot, I am trying to be positive, as positive as I can be. I can't tell you what this is like. I can't tell you how alone I feel. A good thing that happened is day before yesterday, my uncle and his wife, the one I told you guys about that has his own church, she's the first lady, we came here to visit him, and I have not seen that big of a smile on my father's face since this happened. It was amazing. He needed his brother there. I mean, of course, it's his cousin, but they grew up together in the same house, like I told you before, and that's his brother. Okay? That's my uncle. And yeah, I am telling you, and they stayed the whole day at the hospital. I had to leave a couple times because this is I'm going in my 8th week of classes, and it's been hell, and I don't know how well I'm doing. Well, I do, and it's not good. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you that it's not good, and it's not funny, but it's not good, and I really wanted to quit, but I didn't, because I knew that they didn't want me to, but I should have. Now looking back in retrospect, I should have. Because I'm not okay. And I did speak to my counselor, but that didn't do anything for me because it's still there. You know what I mean? You can only do so much talking, and there's nothing that is going to be able to resolve this for me. And if you knew the interworkings and all the stuff that has occurred and why I'm so upset, then you would be able to more relate to why I'm so upset. But because you don't know and you will not know, you're probably like, well, she's just tripping. She's just upset because it's her parent and it's the eventuality of people getting old. But that's not it. That's not it at all. And it is a valid reason. It's not just me being a spoiled, petulant child as you guys look at me as. That's not it. Okay, so my mother is the strongest woman alive to me. She is the most loving. I've always said this, but like, God, I know love. Like, I don't know how to express this to you guys. This woman has stayed every single day, night with him, has made sure she washes him, brushes his teeth, shaves him, put lotion on him. You know, of course, whatever they need, I bring there. If they need the lotion, you know, I order that. I don't ask them for anything. So if you think that's another thing, you know, people are, why do you ask people on YouTube for? Because I don't want to ask my parents, because they're going through enough. They were going through a lot before the stuff with my father, because my mom was having health problems. But now I'm definitely not asking them for anything. And then right before this stuff happened with my dad, I found out I had gluten allergy. I never knew how expensive food was until it's like you wipe out a food group, and now it's somehow it's more expensive, and the food is gross. But I found out that most Asian food I can eat, and I love Asian food, so but it's expensive, so I just can't wait to graduate so I can just finally earn money and live and support them. But my mom is amazing. I'll tell you what, to the few of you, and there's a few that have stuck with me, and they're not even from the drama community, through this process, I want to thank you. Bam, John Frank, Brad, thank you for being my friend. Thank you for Mimi, sorry. Thank you for Miss Mo. Thank you for caring about me and my family. You have no idea. Oh, Angelo. I talked to him once. Like, people have lives. You can't expect to talk to them every day. I don't need to talk to you every day. I don't have time to talk to you every day. Trust me, I don't want to talk to you every day. I don't like to talk on the phone like that. And I don't have time for it. And you don't have time for it because you have life. But it just makes a difference that people take the time out of their lives to call you, because I would definitely do that for them if I had knowledge of something. And But people can take time out to talk about F stuff. Fuck shit. That amazes me. They can take hours and hours out of their day to sit on YouTube and talk about nonsense. But when it comes to caring about a person, it's irrelevant. There's one person that has a platform that has consistently asked for prayers for me, has said they are praying for me, and has asked their audience to pray for me. And this man is going through a turbulent time. He's lost a friendship that he has supported this person through for over a year, and his name is Sinner. If you type his name into YouTube, it's Sinner TM. Like the letter T and the letter M. Sinner, SINNER TM. He's in a true crime community, and a lot of people may not agree with his opinions, and I don't think he gives a damn, and I respect that. But one thing you have to you just have to respect is a person with a backbone, a person that stands by their beliefs, a person that is loyal to people. I remember when I first saw Sinner, because I was friends with Savage and Val and all the people on the ship at that time. It was about 3 years ago, and I saw him, and he was friends with Earthy. I named her Earthy, right? And I think they fell out. I don't know what happened. I'm so interested to know what happened, because like she came to my chat, and then like, because she didn't know anybody, and I've been in the drama community for years, she met a lot of people through me and then discarded me. I never came back. And it seems like she has a habit. I don't know, whatever, who cares? But she never did anything to me. It's just how she abruptly left that hurt my feelings, and I asked her about it and never got an answer. But it is what it is. And I never liked the way she went after. I saw, before I unsubscribed to her, I saw how she was going after Brittany. And although, like, I don't have a problem with Brittany, I do see things that people are saying, and I have seen them for quite a while now. But there's a way to talk about somebody, especially when you don't show who you are. And especially when you've admitted to being a troll yourself. So there's just a way to behave accordingly. I don't feel like you have a right to say certain things when you yourself are not. Like, we can't sit here day after day after day like I used to do, and this is what I've learned, for hours and hours and hours, and pick apart somebody. And unless we're gonna be woman or man enough to volunteer stuff about ourselves, and if you're not willing to do that, then I don't think it's fair to do it to somebody else. That's not fair. And I think that Brittany does take a lot, and I think she gives a lot too to other people. And I think that if she would just stop feeding the trolls, treat people better, and tell Craig, and stop move to a different part of the house. He's doing you no favors. But hey, and I'm not gonna feed into the fact that he's protecting you and blah blah blah, because he's not doing you any favors at all. And some of the stuff I've heard him say is quite disgusting. But it's not your fault. You're not making him say it, but you are not doing anything to prevent it from being heard. And then another thing is, like, everybody's talking at the same time. Reality, he doesn't have headphones on, obviously. It's just a cluster F. I mean, good God almighty. But, and it's not that I don't like Brittany, because I do. I just don't like how she treated Center. I just don't like how she's treated other people that I don't really know. And Brittany, people aren't expendable. All money isn't good money. And you can't keep on going through people like napkins, honey. And when Center was telling everyone that you were pregnant, I understand it's nobody's business that you're pregnant. I pray for you, and I hope that your pregnancy goes well. I think it's wonderful that you're pregnant. Good luck. But I think his point, and I don't even want to get into that, so never mind. I'm not even going to get into that because I don't talk about other people's kids. But God bless you. I just hope that people stop calling CPS on her because that's ridiculous. Please stop calling CPS on people. Stop doing that. That's fucking ridiculous. Well, if you see something definitively that needs to be called on, then call CPS. But you guys are using it because you don't like somebody. And that is disgusting. I don't care who the person is. Don't use CPS on people like that. Anyway, I then took another tangent. So I'm going to have to name this something weird, like normal. But thank you to Center. I didn't get all of what I wanted to say out because I don't have time right now. I need to go. It's 7:12 and I need to be there by 7:30 when his doctor gets there to talk to him. So I would like to say thank you, Center, once again, and your audience for your prayers and well wishes. Those of you who don't pray, and just your positive thoughts. Thank you to the people that watch me for all your beautiful comments. I can't get to all of them because I have to study. I have to get to mom and daddy. I have laundry to do, cleaning. I bring my mom clothes every day, food. We send scriptures back and forth. When I'm not there, I'm calling all the time, talking to the nurses, the doctors. There's so much stuff going on in the background. Video calls. Every day, you guys that know this, I do a video with Teeny because my dad loves Teeny, and it's to encourage him to eat his food because he doesn't like that food at the hospital. And I make her food, and I might show you guys one of the videos, and I send that to him every day, and I send another video of Bop Teeny, and it just lights him up. And I always let him know what I'm doing. And last night, I haven't gotten a call from my dad's phone in over a month. My father, I heard, I just called to say, I was like, what? That's his ringtone. And it said Daddy on there. It's the picture of him and I in Colorado with my my first dog, Bam Bam, in front of the mountains. And I was like, Daddy? And he was like, hey, Boot. And I was like, he hasn't called me Boot in a month. And I was trying to hold it together. And I was like, hey, Daddy, what are you doing? And he was like, I just wanted to talk to you. And I was like, wait, what? You know, like he didn't sound, he sounded like himself. And I was like, well, what are you doing? And he was like, well, I just want to talk to you. And then I said, well, what are you doing? He said, oh, I'm about to go to bed. And I said, oh, okay. I said, well, how was your day? Although I already knew because I've been there and I talked to him. He said, well, it was pretty good. I said, well, what did you eat for dinner? Because I bought him some pho the other day because I had some pho and I love pho. And he had some pho and I'd made it. And he said, oh, I had some noodle soup. And I said, what kind of noodle soup? Oh, it had beef. Oh, really? Was it good? He said, yeah. And they bought me a salad. I said, really? Did you eat it? He said, yeah, I did. I said, oh, good. I said, did you have some milk yesterday for... Well, first, when I asked him what did he eat, he didn't know. He said, And I said, Mommy, what did he eat? And she said, Robert, what'd you eat? My dad's name is Robert. People have been doxing him all over the internet. And he was like, oh, I had some noodle soup. Some noodle soup he remembered. And she was like, yeah. He has a hard time with the memory, with the strokes, right? It was great. It was just wonderful. We had a great little conversation, and then I got the phone and lost it, but it was a good one. It was a good one, yeah. And so my mom asked me to find a pillow because he gets to sit up in the chair for like an hour every day, so he can be upright. And sometimes his blood pressure will go down when he wants to get up and walk around, with this Sarah study thing. And so I ordered him, like I look on Amazon, and there was this cooling mat thing, and it was like, it has crates under, like these crates in there. I don't know how to describe it, but it's not memory foam. It is this mesh type material. And it was like, they go, I don't have no money, but I sent her the link. I was like, here you go. But he can use it in the bed as well as the chair that he sits in. So it'll cool him, because he's got like this, I guess he has a sore. It's not a bed sore. But it's healing. So anyway, I do want to talk to you guys about something else. It's a supplement that I've been taking. I'll talk to you about that in another video if I have time after this week. So I will talk to you guys later. This video is 21 minutes. Oh my god. Yeah. Maybe I'll edit this. Probably not. Okay. I will talk to you guys later. Have a good day. Be good to each other. And if you can, if there's somebody that's in your life, I'm probably not going to edit this video. I usually, if I do a video, I put my intro, my outro, and then possibly adjust the lighting, maybe add captions, stuff. I don't feel like doing that. I'm sorry. I need to get to the hospital. I've got 12 minutes. So I apologize. If there's somebody in your life, family member especially, that you are not getting along with, and it's not something that is serious enough that you need to stay away from them. And I mean, there's situations where I would just stay away from people. But if it's not something like that, and it's just petty, I need you to remember that life is very short, and that forgiveness is something that is not only for them, it's for you. And if you believe in God, maybe you can pray or think about it and go to that person, and maybe you guys can have an understanding and start building on your relationship, because life is so short that if you hold on to things just to be right, before you know it, that person can get sick and life can be over. This can work with friends too. This can work with internet friends. Also, here on the internet, people like to tell people where they can go and where they can't go, who to be friends, and then they, in friendships, because somebody's friends with somebody they're not friends with. I don't roll with people because they're friends with people who I'm not friends. I'm a grown 43-year-old woman. I do what I want to do. I'm a Unitonika, and I do what I want. Don't nobody tell me what to do. I've got 2 parents. And when they're not here, I still got 2 parents. And I've got God. And if those people and God doesn't lead me, then I lead myself. And if I'm not married, which I'm not, then hey, don't nobody tell me what to do. And if I do get married, to an extent, that person I go to for advice and hey, what do you think about this? But they're not telling me what the hell to do. Okay. Y'all have a good day. God bless. I've got literally 10 minutes because I won't stop running my mouth. Bye.